Hello everyone, my name is Alex Mansilla, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my microculture, which is art collecting. So, what is art collecting? According to the Collins English Dictionary, art collecting is a person who collects works of art. Now, let's establish why this is a microculture. First, we must acknowledge that anyone could be an art collector. Anyone like me who collects different works of art from underground artists, or someone as big as the Ellie Broad Museum, which collects works of art from different private collections and now showcases them to the public. So, as art collectors, we value creativity, individuality, and the freedom of expression. We also value the artists as well because they are the reason why we collect art in the first place. They create something that we admire, that inspires us, and that wants us to have their work of art. Also, art collecting attracts those who take great interest in art and want to observe and collect something that is exotic and wild. Something that kind of like when you look at something, you get lost into. Something that is very, very powerful, very deep, and has very certain meaning. Some interesting characteristics of art collectors is that we are incredibly and highly competitive people. We're quick acting, and we are very open minded. Um, when buying something, our behaviors are very we're quick on our feet. We want to buy something, especially if the item is very rare, if the piece is very original, very there has been mass produced and is on sale. We are very, very highly active and competitive when buying those works of art. Um, the microculture is prevalent in the United States, but also around the world. You know, art collecting has been going on for thousands of years, and it's a global thing. There are different types of art collections going on in the United States as well as in Europe, especially in England, with a lot of the paintings. A lot of paintings end up from very famous artists end up in Europe, and there is a lot of um, auctions that go on and occur. So, as a private, as a art collector, we've that I've noticed social media has played a huge role in showing different types of art. You know, for me, I like art um, that's wild, that's crazy. I'm gonna explain to you what the piece of art that I've collected that is behind me. You know, social media has taken a great has made art collecting to a whole new level because you know on social media, especially on Instagram, you can show your art. You can direct link to where you want to buy your art, and especially with Instagram, when you like certain artists' posts, there's a section that will give you a suggestion for other artists that you might like. And for me, that has opened me up to a whole new world of other artists that are like that I personally love, and I think it's amazing. So some reasons to be an art collector is that it opens you up to artists and their artwork, and because also another reason someone might want to be an art collector is because that you can make money off the art that you buy, which I'm going to go into detail in a little bit. People have actually made living off selling. People have made livings off selling artwork, because artwork can be sold, especially from very famous paintings. Artists can charge very, very high amounts of money, and the more they're resold, the higher value they have. You know, some artwork can go for thousands up to millions of dollars. Um, you know, for me, art collecting is sharing common interests with other people. You know, I love interacting with other people. I talk to a lot of my favorite artists online through email, through artists that I've bought their artwork from, and for me, I love it. It's a whole type of world for me. So now I'm going to show you some artwork that I have, and then I'm going to talk about some fun facts about artwork. So the first piece of art I'm going to show you is this Mexican Aztec calendar, which I bought in Mexico. This is made on leather. This is hand painted. I forgot how much I bought of that, but definitely I'm not going to be reselling it because it's just one of a kind that I have, and it just holds a lot of significance to me. So yeah. Also, this is a Ouija board with an alien on it from my favorite artist, which is Paul Jackson. He's actually one of my favorite artists. This is, again, like I said, a Ouija board, and this is handmade with a laser that etched everything onto this black slab that I'm showing you. It's It's very interesting. On the back, it's very hard to see on this section over here. It's signed by the artist and is number 4 out of 100. So I bought two of these, one to keep and one to resell for the future, and that's the reason why many art collectors, collect art in the first place. Not only do they love the art, but the art is valuable and it can be sold for a very, very high amount of money in the future. So maybe I'll sell my other one in the future as well. Some other pieces of artwork that I have, I'm very into heavy metal bands, stuff like that. This poster was a like Halloween theme for the band after they played their show in Spain, so it's kind of like really graphic, scary type stuff. But I love this type of stuff. This is like one of a kind. The singer of the band actually has his own art collection, which is what I'm holding right now. And what I love about this is that it's so original, it's so unique. On the back, it's signed and stamped by the artist himself. This is number 53 out of 100. This one I believe is sold out. I bought two of these, one to keep, as I said before, and one to sell in the future. My second to last piece that I'm going to show you right now is from the same band. This is like a ghoul type thing, kind of like a monster. This is 95 out of 100, also stamped and signed. And what you see behind me is a fluorescent painting that was painted on top of a black canvas tarp. It is 7 by 4 feet, and it was done by artist Nika Kravets in the Ukraine. Um, I think it took her 3 weeks to make. This is one of two that have only been created and ever have been created. So I really love that I have one of the two that have ever been made. I think that is probably one of the most expensive things I have ever bought. Definitely, though, that is something I'm never going to resell. I've gotten offers up to like 1,200 for it, and it's just something I love about. There's something I love about it so much that I can't sell it. So that's my mini. I have much more other stuff, but this is just some general stuff I thought I'd show you. So let's talk about some. As I come to a closing, I want to tell you some fun facts about art collecting. There have been debates to why people collect arts since the first century CE. Art collectors may end up in professional institutions like museums. Art collecting was common among the wealthy in the ancient world, both in Europe and in Asia in the Middle Ages. Most art collectors that were private are now public, but the royal collection, which contains original artwork from Michelangelo and Da Vinci, belonged to the British royal family, having the largest private collection of artwork in the world. Another fun fact, antiques, prints, paintings, and books from the 15th century onward are regarded as the highest form of art collecting. So I thought that was very interesting. Nothing that I would get my hands on anytime soon. um, Collecting African art was rare until after World War II. So that was just some fun facts on art collecting. From my personal experience, like I've stated before, art collecting is not just buying and reselling art. Art collecting is for me a type of hobby. It, it you really interact with you really come into contact with a lot of other people who like similar things as you. You discover new artists. You open yourself up to this world of such creativity, such individuality that I've never seen before. I've seen crazy, insane artwork that I never thought was possibly possible to create. Um, so yeah, that is my microculture art collecting. So I want to thank the time. Thank you for watching me, and hopefully, yeah, you guys can and give me some questions, and I can give you some answers, and that's that. So take care.